People who are against pornography, what are your reasons? Too many verified underage pornsters on PH and or the webs, male and female. Yeah, porn is one of those things where, in theory, no harm is done to any party. Everything is perfectly consensual, and actors and staff are treated ethically. In reality, it's a lot grayer. I support ethical porn, but so many sites are saturated with non-consensual or underage stuff that it's problems. It's cyclical. Unethical porn exists because regulations aren't passed/enforced on porn, because people think porn is inherently unethical, as evidenced by unethical porn that exists because regulations aren't passed and then you get to, oh, we told you it was a simple scene, but you're doing anal fisting today. Don't like it? Then we aren't paying you for traveling out here. Sucks to be you. I don't believe that those skinny porn stars eat that much big sausage pizza. I can't stand plot holes. I just like the holes. I just like the plot. I tried watching so many plumbing videos, but they never get to the plumbing. That's your opinion. Did they? Or did they not? Fix that pipe. Not the one I needed fixing. Not the one you wanted fixing. Often but not always detrimental to the consumer. Often but not always abusive towards the content creators. There is no point to porn. It's not fun or relaxing. Somebody who never saw porn will never tell you, boy, I really need fake sexual release, but I just don't know where to find it. All porn does is fry any sign of any dopamine receptor within your brain and drain you of intrinsic energy that makes you actually want to go out and meet someone of the opposite sex. If entertainment is your need, there's infinitely more ways to get it without simultaneously ruining your hormones. What about people in relationships who watch porn? How dare you? We don't watch porn. We are doing valuable research for science. Lala lil, why does this have down Viets? The concept doesn't matter to me. It's the behind the scenes, the predatory marketing, the trafficking, the abuse. So just like a gym membership, a cell phone contract and a slew of other things that exist, watching two people have sex is a benign act. I mean, as a revenue stream it's something that just about anyone can do for money. I can mow your lawn for $20 and you think nothing of it. But if I have consensual sex with another person and charge $20 to watch, now there are great moral dilemmas. There's trafficking and abuse in gym memberships and cell phone contracts. Well, this is news to me. It's an incredibly unrealistic portrayal of sex and relationships. Young kids going through puberty shouldn't be exposed to it because it's not real and absolutely sets up unrealistic expectations, especially surrounding consent and what the word no means. I'm not against porn at all, but I do think younger guys learn unrealistic things from porn. I mean, what women actually like. Younger guys I've dated who had access to internet porn growing up have done things like choke me cause they've seen it in porn. They don't violently strangle me or anything, but they put their hand on my neck and refer to it as choking. Maybe some people like this, but not everyone does. And it seems like that's the impression these guys are under. I'm not against all of it, but so much of it the people in it were coerced and straight up raped into making the video. I think the people in porn videos should have more control over those videos, and there should be more regulations with porn to protect the people working in porn. This is why hentai is the way. 2D wafer/husbandus, 3D wafer/husbandus. What about 5D wafers? The penis only makes her cuter. Gives you a false perception of reality. Releases surreal amounts of dopamine which messes with your reward circuitry, thus making you lazy and extremely unmotivated to achieve anything substantial in life. It's best if you can keep this in moderation. I think moderation is the key to just about any pleasurable activity, though. TV, video games, food, etc. I feel like porn is a form of drug. Our brains did not evolve to watch hundreds of different beautiful women being sexual inside a few minutes of time. After watching porn, I feel drained, anxious, and less sensitive to other pleasures in life. That being said, I feel that women 100% have the right to perform in porn, and other people have the right to watch. I just don't think it is healthy, and I abstain as much as possible. As much as possible? Hey man, you gotta give the guy props for being honest. True. It reduces both men and women to objects for the purpose of pleasure. It increases the demand for sex trafficking and exploitation. It creates unrealistic standards of attractiveness when seeking a real partner. It increases the chances of divorce in marriage. It can cause addiction and erectile dysfunction. From now on you're just called Hank 7. Some people post thinking they can delete it later. Nothing is fully deleted on the internet. Wrong. I'm still looking for a Minecraft video I did when I was 10 that I deleted and have never been able to find it again. I think the point he is trying to make is that they remove public access to the resource and it ends up in some archive/cold storage to be sold and used for analysis. Check again for it in about 10 years. It's going to end up in some database that is public again. I'm not against porn, but I'm grateful that I did not grow up with internet porn. I didn't even see a porn magazine until I was 13 or 14, and then it was one copy of Penthouse. I didn't see a pornographic film until I was a senior in high school. Even then it was something I saw once at a party, not something I had ubiquitous access to. Same with me. Being exposed to it later, you are able to see objectively that it is not real at all and watch it as such. I'm currently fighting a porn addiction of 6 years. Porn free has a lot of reasons to not watch pornography. I love the theme song. Matt Monroe, I believe. The actors are reduced merely to the sum of their parts and stripped of their humanity. I mean, yeah, that's what they signed up for, but doesn't mean I gotta support it. Both our exes were addicts, and it was horrible in our relationships. Mine went from lots of attraction to zero in no time. We cannot compete with thousands of handsome men in porn. I'm not against all porn. I haven't watched a ton of it, because a lot of it just makes me so uncomfortable. These statements are based on the surface level experience I've had with it. Much of porn seems to be created for a very specific audience with very specific tastes, and things that are really common and popular in porn I personally find very hard to watch. Tropes such as stepsisters/stepmothers, underage, daddy kink. I just cannot separate myself from the fact that there actually are sexual assault survivors out there in the real world whose traumas are turned into entertainment/titillation for people. Also, the extreme uniformity of women's appearances in mainstream porn is so degrading and dehumanizing. Most of the women I've seen are thin, white women with fake blonde hair, fake boobs, fake tans, no body hair, and vulvas that are surgically altered to look like a Barbie doll. There's nothing realistic about any of it, and unfortunately it's how a lot of young people learn about sex. There's not enough focus on female pleasure, and even when it is involved, it's incredibly fake. People who learn about sex from porn can get highly unrealistic expectations of what their performance, their partner's performance, their appearances, their pleasure, and their body should be like. I've seen a bunch of comments from people saying that amateur porn is better about this. I just haven't seen it myself. Personally, I'm just not a big fan of porn. But give me some erotic fanfiction, and I'm a happy lady. As a straight woman, I found that 999% of porn is made for men. Lesbian porn is made for straight men and gay porn is made for gay men. Straight porn focuses on mainly the woman/women. I'm a recovering porn addict and I can see all the terrible things it has done to my life. It made me objectify women. It made me less vulnerable. It made me feel depressed, and the list goes on and on. I do not recommend it at all. I'm completely against it. And it is also one of the driving factors of sex trafficking and stuff like that. 1. The industry supports human trafficking, and vice versa. 2. Unreasonable expectations for relationships. 3. It encourages people to be perverts. 4. There's surprisingly many people who wish they were never in those videos. Give people standards that can't be met by average people, / dehumanizing your partner, and a lot of non-consent videos. Let's see. Apart from the treatment of women in that industry, the number of women who have been coerced or otherwise were unwilling to do it The unreasonable expectations of women and men who watch it. The body issues it causes in people. The normalizing of stuff like incest and violence against women, slapping, choking, etc. Yeah, no reasons really. /s. I don't think it should be banned, but I do think people should take care. It's addictive, and for some people it actively hurts their ability to have or enjoy real sex. You can find yourself wanting more and more extreme content. It ducks up your dopamine system. It can be like a gambling addiction with people sitting there clicking for something on a website, like those people that sit there like robots hitting buttons on poker machines. It's sinister. I'm using a broad definition of pornography here to include text and even sexting, but I think it counts. Not really against it, just don't like it. It just seems degrading to everyone involved. It is addicting. People who believe in a nanny state and don't want to take responsibility for themselves, it can be addicting, but we should offer help, not just try to ban or diss something. I will cite the authority of my late grandma. It completely destroys originality. Half the fun of marriage is discovering new options for yourself. She and my grandpa had 5 children before his untimely death, so I'll take her word on it. I'm not against it. Paresi. I view upon occasion, but it can be like any other addicting activity and give people wrong ideas or dangerous ideas. Candles are to be researched. And the whole human/child trafficking stuff. I'm starting to wonder if some actors are really willing. Size. I don't condemn others who watch porn. I do not partake because I can't handle moderation. Think of a recovering alcoholic. He does not imbibe, not because he is against it, but because it is bad for him personally and cannot handle moderation. As for me, I have a happy, healthy relationship with my wife and a much better life in general. You do you. Safely, sanely and consensually. It's sexploitation. It's addictive. The genres are absolutely disgusting and degrading to humanity as a whole and do nothing for the betterment of people. Also, it's really ducking weird to me to be watching other people having sex. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.